I am delighted to be joined by the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, ahead of this weekend's huge fight against Dillian Whyte at Wembley Stadium. And we're just a few steps away from it now. Tyson, what are your emotions a few days out?
I'm absolutely myself. I'm stood here now and my legs are shaking. I can't contain them. Biggest night of my life. Do or die, and that's it. Now or never.
What was that, nerves or excitement?
Nerves. Nerves. I'm feeling great, you know. This is my big opportunity to put on a great show for everybody who's coming, all the 90,000 people who's spent their hard-earned money in tough times to come out and show support and see a good fight. And that's what we're going to give them. We're going to give you guys a hell of a fight.
We spoke at the opening press conference a few weeks ago, and you spoke for hours and hours to everybody. It was brilliant to see.
Yes.
But then you go into this media blackout. Yes. Talk us through the mindset you put yourself in when you go into those camps, when you put yourself away from the public eye.
Before all this happened in the Wembley, the last press conference thing, I did all day. I was there for like 8 hours doing interviews. I said, get them all in now, because when I leave, there's no more happening. I've got to go into Spartan mode, and I've got to go into training mode to prepare for a man who's coming to try and smash me face in. And that's what I did. I've been in camp all that time. I've been off social media. My team members have been putting stuff on from me. Not checked it. Nothing. So it's been great. It's been like a soul cleanse, to be honest. Not worrying about posting stuff and updating everybody. And big shout out to Nav as well. He absolutely does a fantastic job, and he's saved me from a lot of stress over this last few months.
And he's got a great suit lined up. I've already seen it for the press conference.
It's a showstopper.
It's a showstopper. Let's talk about the camp you've had with Sugar Hill Stewart. I've just spoken to him now. Do you feel like since working with him, you've become the complete fighter?
Yeah, you know, it's a boxing match, and there's mainly the only things you can do in there is punch the guy in the head or the body. So it's not rocket science. I don't think you're ever a complete fighter. There's always stuff you can learn and focus on. We've definitely had a good training camp, me and Sugar. Can't complain. Going in injury free, and that's it, you know. Sugar's a great guy. We get on like house on fire. We gel. We've got personalities that gel, and we work well together. And I think that you're going to see a great performance on the night.
Sugar Hill was saying it's like a family feel up in Morecambe. It looks like there's a really great vibe there. Joseph Parker's been there as well. Have you been tapping into his knowledge of fighting Dillian a few years ago?
You know, we got the best heavyweight fight factory in the world, but up in Morecambe Bay of all places, Lancashire, Morecambe Bay. We got me down there, we got Joseph Parker, we got Martin Bacoli, we got David Adelaide, and we even had Jarrell Big Baby Miller over. So we had some of the top heavyweights in the world in the top 10, all up in Morecambe Bay. It was crazy. People were like, oh my God, how are all these like world-known fighters up in Morecambe? I said, because I brought them all here.
Dillian Whyte has decided not to come to the workout today. He ended his public silence last week, but what have you made of the fact he's not been complicit, he's not been getting involved in the promotion of this fight, seemingly so far?
To be honest with you, it's none of my business what he does, and I don't get involved in other people's businesses. Whatever his reasons are, they are, and I'm sure he's got them. And quite frankly, I just don't give a damn, like John Wayne said.
Has it been tiring carrying the show yourself, the Tyson Fury show?
Not really. I always do. I always carry these shows. Whether they turn up or they don't turn up, it's always going to be the same. It'll be me doing the talking, selling the fight, letting the fans know what time it is, and that's always the same thing. So, nothing new here.
We're at the start of such an exciting week. 94,000 fans will be at Wembley Stadium. You're a star in boxing, you're a star in the world of sport. When did you think that would be possible? When was it in your career that you thought, I can get to this stage? Or did you ever think it was possible?
From being a little tiny boy, I always said I'd be heavyweight champion of the world. And guess what? I did it. So when you're heavyweight champion of the world, stuff like this happens. But you know, it's been a long, hard journey, and there hasn't been all smooth sailing. It's been ups and downs, and we've had a fantastic ride. And now now this is the final farewell. I'm going out with a bang.
The final farewell. Is this going to be this?
This is it. This is the end.
Why is that? Because you're looking in great shape. You've been breaking records in camp. There's so much for you to achieve if you want to become undisputed.
There's nothing for me to achieve. Nothing. I've won every belt in the world to win. There is. I broke all records. No one in my era has won the Ring Magazine belt, only me. No one in my era has ever been lineal champion, only me. I've won every single belt there is to win in the sport. And I'm getting out healthy and in one piece. I'm undefeated. Come on, that's got to be worth a belt or a few quid on it.
So no fight with Anthony Joshua?
Nah, they've had the chances. That's sailed. Gone. They've had so many chances to grow a pair and step in the ring and do battle with the Gypsy King, and they didn't do it. For whatever reason, whether it was going to be money or belts or pride, they had their chance, and now it's flew away. I'm sorry, but this is it.
I don't know if you
tune in now, because you're never going to get to see Big GK in action again after this. This is it.
I don't know if you've seen any of the build-up and the predictions from people, and they seem to suggest...
I haven't, because you know why? I've not been looking at the media either, because I'm on a media blackout. Nothing, zero.
One thing that people are suggesting is the only way that Dillian Whyte could win this fight is by knockout. And now, Tyson, you've been put down in your career, you've always come back up. Do you think there's any man on this planet that can put you down and keep you down?
Yes, I do. Any heavyweight can knock me spark out cold. We won it. It's just getting hit in the right place at the right time, and then that's it. Good night, Vienna. I'm only human. We all know that. Nothing special. Not a robot. Just a human man made of blood and bone, with a decent mindset.